Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be playing some more of the Parameterising Space Age series. Yesterday we started a playthrough of Spaced Out, Crashtorio 2 Spaced Out, which is the Crashtorio 2 mod adapted to Space Age. Rhaegar updated it to version 2, but didn't want to do Space Age, and so somebody else did that. So we started that yesterday, but today we are continuing on. I was on a break last week because it was a bank holiday in the UK. Unfortunately, I got a cold just before. Why is nothing showing on Twitch? Let me just refresh this. No, there it is. It's just decided not to show me what was going on. There we go. What about YouTube? YouTube's running fine. Cool. So, I did play this a bit after the stream last time, so 2 weeks ago. Play's probably a bit of an exaggeration. What I did, basically, is let it run. So I don't think we had this rocket silo. I don't think so at the end of the stream. I'm not 100%, but I don't think so. And I sort of managed some other backups that we had, so we've got a bit more, delete stuff type recycling. And basically I let it run through and make the electromagnetic science that we need. So the plan today is to head back to Nauvis. I mean, I'm on the ship sort of thing. There's no, we're not waiting at all. So there's me on the space platform. I am going to disconnect this in the sense that I'm just going to kind of, well, maybe I could leave it running and it'll just back up, but because it'll keep making space science. And are these connected? I guess that's a question. No, because that's not picking up holmium, is it? So it won't make any more EMPs, which is possibly a bit of a shame. But yeah, it'll keep chugging through, making pink science, grapefruit science, and then eventually something will back up and probably low density structures. I think they're the most likely. And it'll all grind to a halt, which is fine. We're not expecting to really, pick this base up as is. So we need to head back to Nauvis. The goal, what I'm trying to do, well, I've done one science worth of stuff. Let's just head back now. Let's go to Nauvis. Oh, it's interesting. I have done the researches though, haven't I? I was going to say it lets me select them, but it would do. I'm just going to put a time thing on in case it does something weird. There we go. So we should be able to get back. It's been in orbit for quite a while. It actually ended up, I think there was some error. Well, no, what the error was this, essentially. This is bad. Because it blocks itself, basically. So when these come out, when it does the whole recycling, then they have nowhere to go. It just fills that side up, and there's so much coming in that it gets filled up there. So I manually, if you just take out the belt and then put it back in again, it literally just gets rid of it. It doesn't put it in the inventory of the thing. So yeah, and the other you can just do that basically as well. You need to clear stuff out. That one it does put in the inventory. But yeah, so I just got rid of a load of asteroids that were clogging up the belt. As you can see, we sort of got the same thing with iron, but the iron doesn't really matter. I mean, it would eventually. It would block up here, and this doesn't work. The everything signal, or anything, doesn't read this properly. So as you can see, it's full. And I don't know why that anything doesn't work. What I really need to do is put a combinator on it and do a test that way. So it's basically, they should be picking anything that gets above 10, but it just isn't. And I do not know why. As I say, you see it's all backed up. This is probably the same. No, that's fine. But yes, it had red ammo in it, and it used that to survive, basically. So we have no armor-piercing ammo. It's very loud for me, and I don't know whether that's the game or it looks a little loud. Trouble is, I've been doing this. I mentioned this yesterday. I'm doing a long play, just playing the game and recording it. And see if that helps. And I'm doing it with default settings, like literally everything is set to default. So do that there. That includes the sound, you know. But I have it on lower when I do streaming, because otherwise it drowns me out. Cool. Are you backed up again? You are. Why are you getting so many... I don't want to delete this, you see. Is it putting them in the image? It is. Oh. And we can't get rid of them from there. That's annoying. Maybe if I get rid of that one bit of belt. We could just set this on filter here, couldn't we? Because we've got so much of it. I bet we've arrived back already. Is it's not registering the... It's got 10 in. But it's not turning on. And I don't... Maybe it's because the filters needs to be set. Maybe that's the issue. No. I think we've arrived anyway. I think we're back at Nauvis. So that didn't really matter. So we'll have dropped down a whole load of... what should we call it now? So yes, this platform's a bit useless. In reality. So why is that not reading the signal? Ah, because I've not ticked read contents. That's it. Simple error. Simple error. So would the anything work? Looks like it would, although got a filter on. Normally when you connect it to robots, I think it turns on read contents. Like, yeah, it does work then. Such a simple little error. Okay, fine. Cool, so the platform should just survive now. It's probably ordering up some stuff. How am I going to get rid of that rubbish without messing about too much? Oh, I don't know. Let's pop her on paused. We might as well dump some of that out. Cool. And then we will drop down. Which I can never remember to do. There we go. Now this. So it should have dumped all of that. Wait, why would it have dumped the space science down? Does this have a demand on the go? No, it doesn't. Why? Where did the space science go? Let's grab that then. Oh, didn't go anywhere. Hello Matthew Delaney, how you doing? Volume is okay on stream unless you are zoomed right in on the ship. Then it's a little loud. We're still coming across clear even then. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Hope you're doing okay. Maybe I just didn't see it. It must have been there, but I didn't realise. There we go. There's my pink. And we need to set that to pink. Which is obviously an intermediate. There we go. And did I set this? Yes, we got lightning collector on the go. 1,000 science. Should be... We shouldn't use up all of the 1,000 because we've got prod modules in on the actual labs. But we shall see. Okay, so let's assume that that's fine. Always a dangerous assumption, but there we go. And put my machines on. So, we want to add on purple and gold science, basically. So, that at the very least is going to be extending our belts out. Because we want to probably keep what we've got here. So then, I think that one's just nice and extendable, isn't it? Same with that one. But here I've done some messy nonsense, haven't I? So. Why are you flying off? What have I ordered up on the... Oh, it's the belts. Okay. That's fine then. Okay. Doing grand now that we got a bit of rain here in Ireland. Been far too warm lately. Need a little cooling down. It's yeah, it's been raining here actually over in merry old England. I think I know I read something somewhere, somebody saying that it's now officially the end of summer. Oh, I haven't got any of my stuff, have I? It's the end of summer technically. I don't know. They seem to have about 5 different definitions for when summer starts and ends. There's like, you know, calendar summer, calendar and like side, whatever it is. So yeah, I think this is one of the ends of summer. I know the kids are going back, I think, on Monday. Here. Do I need coal? I don't think I probably need coal, do I? I'm going to need brick, though. Coal. So yeah, so hopefully we'll get that achievement. Unless I've messed it up, which wouldn't surprise me. I'll hopefully get that achievement. Cool. What's going in the middle? Oh, this is the steel. We're going to want this. Okay. And this could rather do with being a... I keep going for the inventory. A split, would it not? And then we'll put that there. Jump that over. Cool. Yes, so we probably won't be going anywhere planetward. I mean, I might play this, to be honest with you, during the week, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, so I might do. The this week, I believe a demo comes out for Anno 117, the next game in the Anno series. So I will probably be checking that out in my personal time. I won't stream. I never stream Anno games because I'm an incredibly slow, incredibly deliberate player of Anno games, and I can imagine. I can just hear the rabid, angry comments of a plethora of Germans telling me how I'm doing the game terribly. I said, I mean, because it's a German, it's like a German franchise, game studio and franchise basically. It wasn't some weird dig at the Germans. But yeah, it tends to be, so it's like, you know, you get a lot of German players because of that. Ubisoft Mainz, I think they call it Mainz. There. And if we have one on the end as well. It seems to change every year now. When I was young, it was set to the months. November, December, January is winter, is what I was taught. Now it's all over the place. Yeah, I think that's what I've got in my head as well. That's like, you know, winter starts in sort of a November time, which would mean what? Summer would be then. Sorry, autumn would be September, October. I don't know. It's but yeah, so I mean, it didn't help, of course, with the old climate change. I think that seasons seem to have kind of gone all to pot, really. Have I done? I have, haven't I? I put the plumbing pipes exactly where I want the science to go. Okay. That was a terrible decision. If we maybe then instead run it up the inside, maybe? Yeah, I have to do something like that and then maybe hop it over here. Sort of divert it round. Spaghetti style. Okay, so. Put you there. And then that one as well, I guess. I do need to fix as well. In the long play, I have. I think I fixed it on this already, but I ran into again issue with the rail system. So it won't actually feed in there. mistakes and make sure I've got it right. Yeah, so we've got some science left as well, and plenty on the belts. So hopefully the maths all works there. But yeah, if we can get purple, then we can get beacons and speed everything up a bit. Ow, we're now interacting with that, okay. Go there then. So this is where we need to collect purple, basically. But we should have a blueprint that we can use just to stamp it down and then we just build it in. August, September, October was autumn, yeah, okay. Where would they be? No, not in defences. Manufacturing. Where's the bus build? There it is. Science, level 1. I bet it's on here, is it? Yeah, it is, okay. But yeah, so, I mean, these are blue. What I should have done, really, is like a proper blueprint series. That was kind of what was meant to be the parameterization was series. Oh, that's blue, isn't it? Was meant to be that. But, is that gold? I just sort of rushed into this one. Instead. I think that's gold science. But it loses some of the recipes because of some of the tweaks they did. So it's not actually showing the... It also includes bots. It's like industrial scale bots as well, which is why it's such a big blueprint. Is that purple? That's purple, isn't it? But say it loses the recipe because of some of the messing about they did. Messing about. Where are you? Let's try and line it up at the very least. That'll be there. So let's pop it sort of over here somewhere. Cool. So yeah, so effectively I'm just gonna... I need to, say, kind of fix it because it's broken in places from what tweaks they did and changes and... I mean, they didn't change the recipes or anything. It's just, I think in the code it's done slightly differently, so it ended up blanking out these recipes. Oh, of course I wouldn't actually have... No, that's why it's not on there. Because I haven't actually done purple science yet. That's the whole point of this achievement. But we can get it all blueprinted out, I guess. So, I think I can also pop down the gold, which would be that one, I think. Actually, that one, the other reason it's so big, it's meant to add on to blue science. So that's not going to work, is it? Because it's meant to, you see, we get that, there you go. So it's got like extra engines because the idea is, you know, you're using engines in blue science, but you also then turn them into electric engines for bots and gold science. So this is way over-spec'd for what it is. And I'm not going to be able to fit it on there. So, well, I mean, I could do in a sense. I could sort of pop this down as like extra. In fact, if we put it over here, so I put it like that, then I can kind of I can grab this bit, which should be unchanged essentially. Take that bit, because all it does is feed in, you know, engines into these electric engines, and, you know, provide a bit more acid for blue circuits type of thing. So I can literally grab that and pop it over the top here. So effectively sort of resize it. Now I'll have to go and fix it. But we can then just sort of move that up. Should I... Is it in bot range? It's sort of in bot range, isn't it? So I think if I just sort of delete that, and then we can, fix it later on, as it were. Cool. Yeah, don't know how long we'll be here, basically, because I'm reusing blueprints and stuff. It shouldn't be too horrendous, but we shall see. So those are the engines we want to send back that way. What's hooking in there? That would be more sulfur. Going where? Let's have a look at this blueprint. Almost more work than just doing it again. I think it's because the sulfur... Because those are the sulfur there. And I'm actually turning it into acid where there are blue circuits. And of course I've already just built a blue circuit build. So instead we could just make that bigger. And we therefore don't need the sulfur bit. Yeah, so if we just focus on the engines part, I bet it's built the other bit in. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've got low density structures as well. This must be the blue. Is that no? Where's the blue circuits bit? Because those are the red. This must be no. Those are chemical plants. So those are robot frames. That must be the science itself. Am I going mad? Does it not use blue circuits? Engines. Because what am I feeding here in order to make... Oh, that's for the bots, the red and green circuits. Oh, there they are. Oh, I'm just taking them off the bus. So where is this extra sulfur going then? Because that's lube. They're chemical labs for lube. What part of the build is this? So we've got the... Where are we? So what are these guys doing? And this is... Is it actually batteries maybe? No. It is sulfur, because that's sulfur there. And then it's going past... So it's that line there. So it's that one that goes up there. And just sort of ends here. Oh no, it jumps over. So that's that's acid for the batteries for the robots. Okay. Okay. Where are the robot frames? Oh, they're the robot frames. Okay. I guess I've just tucked it behind the... So this is sulfur. So we could take sulfur up there as well. Engines and sulfur, but I've not got a lot of room. This is the problem with spaghetti, you see. You just make a gigantic mess. Hello, Hatchon. First time when you play Space Age? No, this is... I mean, I'm not hugely experienced with Space Age. I've only finished it once, but this is... I guess this is like effectively like my 7th playthrough, but I haven't sort of ended it. And that's not because, it's not a... I haven't... I've got lots of playthroughs where it just sort of ends, or, I never sort of finished it. But it's not because I sort of don't know what I'm doing. I've got literally thousands of hours in Factorio. It's just circumstance and coincidence and timing and all sorts of things like that. I mean, I've ended up not actually finishing those runs. But yeah. No, not the first time I'm doing Space Age. But welcome, hope you're doing well. Right, let's get those engines up there. That's across there. Yeah, perfect. Back one. No. Okay. Taking a while, that's science, isn't it? Without modules, they're not quick. Oh, sorry, beacons, right. Could just double it up. Oh, no, I couldn't double it up because I got pipes around the back of it. Brilliant. So how about if I do... So I can add one more lab on by the looks of things. Okay. So if we go maybe there. So let's get that out of the way. Right. Trying to work out the schedule for the next lore speculation video, and unfortunately I think I'm not actually going to make... I'm not going to be able to fulfill the promise of giving members a month's early access because this August bank holiday, being sick, kind of knackered everything up. Do I have a Prometheum ship blueprint? I'm so lazy. I don't know how I'm going to finish that ship. Robots fly so slowly in the early game. Oh, well, yeah, it's because I can't. So I'm trying to do the basically I'm trying to do the achievement. You know why we've got. You know, I've basically made enough science in order to do one pink grapefruit science, electromagnetic science, and it's because I'm trying to just knock off this achievement, which is it's a long thing, isn't it? There we go. Which hopefully I've not accidentally done, accidentally broken the rush to space one, where you because. I would have got that in my first run, you know, when I was streaming it. I do technically have an Aquilo. To have a Prometheum ship. I have one that I used for getting to space, but it's in the other save. This is, you know, a restart basically. So, so I can't easily dump that in the thing. But it's not a very good. It's not a very good ship because it basically dies if you just leave it running. I mean, you can sort of skirt the edge of, you know, and sort of come back again and just get a few bits, but it's not a ship that survives. So I wouldn't want to give you that because it's expensive to build and it doesn't really work. Yes, sorry, I'm trying to do the research rush to space. I would have done it in my first, you know, streamed playthrough, but unfortunately, I hadn't realised that what it actually means is that you can't even research the sciences for purple and gold. You can't do the utility and production sciences, as in you can't do the research to unlock them. And I thought it meant, you know, you can't do the sciences as in you can't do any sciences with them, and that's not what it means. It means that you can't do them at all, basically, which is a bit of a pain in the bum. Okay, so we want to hook that up to there eventually. So yeah, I was just trying to knock that off. I don't really see how it counts as a rush to space because I think I've already been doing about 12 hours worth of stream. It's not what I would call a rush, but yeah. The other one that's going to be painful for me is the Volcanus one. The whole, you know, do kill biters via... I think I'll end up cheating it. There's a thing you can do where you put... the nests only spawn at specific locations. The actual biters are spawned at specific tiles. And you can basically put a little grid around them of just like... I mean, you could just slap down an entire... You know, put down 1 million... completely surround them with pipes or walls or what have you, but obviously that's quite a lot of pipes and walls. But you can basically put this grid around them, that then blocks them from spawning, which means that you don't have to worry about, you know, you can sort of build around the bases because you've blocked off all the spawn points basically. Because that's the painful bit with that achievement, I think. It's not really the, you know, kill biters with nests with stuff. It means it like restricts where you can build essentially. So they've built all of this in. I still not even got to the need for purple science. So I guess we'll do the next bit. As in, we'll move this up. Can I just move it straight up? I think I can. So this would be where the actual science would be, and then this, I guess. So this is meant to be the one that's sulfur, isn't it? That one there. It's coming in. So that must be acid. Because that then gives acid to these, which must be the batteries. All of the chemical stuff lost its... Because of the whole fluid changes, it lost recipes, basically. Now, do I want to bother with that? I don't know that we'll be making enough to support 2 builds on top of what we've already got. That's a lot of stuff. But let's see what happens. We'll also get industrial scale bots, which is never a bad thing. Now, where do we want to place this? If we were lining up with our other one, it would be somewhere there. Let's leave a bit of space though, because I've got these engines and sulfur to finagle round. So I'll put it there, I think, instead. Clean Hands achievement, that's the one. That one ties in nicely with Rush to Space if you're planning it from the beginning. Yeah, I sort of decided on it later as part of the problem, but I'm not actually, because I could have done Volcanus basically, gone there first, but I kind of figured, well, I'll probably spend hours before we go back. And I didn't... I mean, I suppose it doesn't matter on a Volga. I didn't really think about it that way. Because the worms don't evolve, do they? So it's not really an issue. I didn't really think about that. Okay, so what do we need to hook in? And am I really going to have these here? Because it's a real pain. I think I'm going to have to put a little kink in. Everyone likes a little kink. There we go. That's the wrong place, isn't it? Because I want to hop over there. Yeah, that's wrong. Wrong. And wrong again. Take them through there. They won't be in the way. Which is which? Oh, too far. So that was the sulfur, wasn't it? I'll put that right now. So where did the engines come in? No, that's not the sulfur. That's the sulfur. That one there. That's the sulfur. So just get rid of that. That. And then this must be the... That can't be engines. Did I chop... I deleted the nuts, so that's wrong. I deleted the electric engines part of it, didn't I? Okay, let's just sort of pop this over here. Can I pop that out of the way somewhere? Let's maybe... They'll start building it, but that's fine. So what I need is the bit of this that is the electric engines, because I took that out of the mix as well. So I need... Oh no, that's afterwards. Oh no, that's where I've chopped. So I need this bit. I need that bit. Let's take it up to the splitter. So that bit needs to go attached to that. There we go. Now we can get rid of... Oops. Get rid of that. And then... See, this is what I mean. I should have done a blueprint series. Instead of messing about trying to fix and, you know, rearrange and fiddle around with my old blueprints. Should have just made a new bunch. If we put it... do I need that much room? Not really. If we put it there, say. So, cancel all of this. So those are the electric engines. So this must be lube. I'm not sure. Didn't I make a lube thing? No? No, I guess not. Unless I build it up in the old... What am I thinking about? Because we've got electric engines here. Yeah, I've done some lube here, haven't I? Okay. Excuse me, that's fine then. So we need to hook up heavy to get that. What else do these need? These are where the engines come in. Okay. So, if we go down there, that must be the engines. And then this must be the sulfur? Yes, that's the sulfur there. Okay. Still haven't done that grapefruit science. Okay. So let's let them work on that. They probably need some roboports. Oh, they've got one there, but that won't connect. So if we put one here, and we also need to connect some power across. These are all designed around a bus setup, so that's why they're relatively well adapted. But it is different to how I did it. Cool. So what we need to do now, well, we need to let them work, but we need to hook all of this stuff up. Yeah, so I didn't think about... It was just... Because obviously Fulgora doesn't have any enemies at all. So that was my thinking. It was like, well, if I just stick it in there, then... use that, do that one, as it were. Go to Fulgora. Then... it's fine and dandy, sort of. I'm not doing it that way, this thing, am I? Because... because they won't evolve, because obviously the threat. If you do like I'm going to do, where we're going to do a load of purple science and all that sort of stuff, then you don't want somewhere like Gleba where they're all just the pentapods or here fighters are evolving. But it honestly didn't occur to me that the worms don't evolve, so they're basically inert as well. I guess, and it doesn't even matter. I suppose I'd have to manufacture artillery, wouldn't I? That would be a bit painful. Because you've got to get tungsten, and a lot of the tungsten's in the worm territories, and blah 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 blah. So that might not have been very much fun. But yeah, it just didn't occur to me. Oh well, there's always next time. Right, so if we move that to there, will that work? Put that right now. And then green circuits. Oh, bolts the wrong way around. That. Put that there. Doo-doo-doo. At some point I might do the actual parameterization that this series is meant to be about. I have a feeling it might be a bit ambitious, in the sense that I played this so little. And what to parameterize may not be all that simple. So let's hook the stone up. I'm pretty sure I've got a... I have not got a belt of stone. Interesting. Where has that gone then? Got stone brick there. Oh, I've just left it, basically. Okay. And that's nowhere near enough stone, is it? Huh. Why have I only put one on? Oh, it is red belt, actually, sorry. That's fine then. Why have I only put one on? Okay, let us see about... Because we've got these belts here. Didn't even identify it, did I? Huh. So I got the coal one. And blue is different, and sulfur I'm not doing like that anyway. So we'll use the sulfur line. Because we've done sulfur here via the fluids, so we don't need a sulfur belt. So if we exchange this one, basically, I think it probably need to be a red belt, wouldn't it? Yeah, if we make this stone. Now, I guess, I mean, what all we really need to do is duplicate this up. Like that. I could probably put that around. And then we kind of just need to sort of feed it in here. I think actually I will make it a red. Just put it across there. And then we need to upgrade all of this. I don't think I'm mass producing. What should we call it? Am I old underground red undergrounds? Have we got requesters? Why have I not set that up if we have? Yeah, I've got requesters. I just haven't bothered making them. Okay, well we'll fix that then. Where's that? Other one, isn't it? That one. Oh, no. What are you? Solid. Oh, that's the town builds. Have I not got? There we go. Bot manufacturing. So this wants to be blast undies, blast splitters. Is there anything else I've already done that I didn't already? Because we got the space stuff. You know, I got thrusters and crushers and asteroid collectors and all sorts of magical things. I mean, we could make some distractors, I guess. But I think they're the only military one I'm lacking. I'm not a big user of distractors. I don't think we added anything there, did we? So I got recyclers, I guess. Oh, I can only make them on Fulgora, can't I? That's right. Same with the EMPs. Did we add... Whoops. Centrifuges? We did. Okay, so we've got them. Anything else? Because I did all the nuclear bits. I guess that's about. Am I actually nuclearing? Are we nuclearing? We have the actual cells. Am I reprocessing them though? Would that be under reprocessing? Oops, reprocessing? No. If I'd done that technology, that might well be a purple technology. Yeah. Reprocessing is purple, I think, isn't it? Or gold. Yeah, there you go. So we can't do that in any way. Literally about to do this. So we should get the achievement pop. He says. Oh, of course it's because it's emptied into the last few labs. Come on. Come on. Bing, bong, bing. There we go. Rush to space. Research the technology using another planet's science before unlocking production or utility science packs. Which means we can now finally unlock production and utility science packs, and we can get our actual science actually sciencing. Because that gives us all of the fun things that we really, really want. What else? I guess we would also do... So if I'm going to focus on the purple stuff first, I think, because that's closer to being ready. What else? So I've done the elevated rail. Manufacturing 3 is fine, but also whatever. Could do with... No, I don't need to bother with that yet, really, do I? We've got the reprocessing. Okay, so I think that's the initial good ones for production science. What about gold? This is where we get stuff for personal improvements too, don't we? Oh, that's Fulgora. Okay. Military 4 gives me super shotties. Oops, that was wrong. Back again. What else would be useful on gold? I guess there's... Oh no, that's clever. Is that all that's useful here without... Oh, I guess there's level 2 batteries as well. Cool. Okay, so... I need to hook this up, don't I? Where does it need to go? Sort of down there, basically. We'll take it along the side. That. Down here. Across there. Down that. So that's all red belt. That's good. Done. Cool. And I was trying to grab it, wasn't I? So yeah, that's it probably needs to be red is the reason I'm doing that, because it is for rail and it's an absolute hog. Well, actually, thinking about it, if I'm doing it as two separate things, they're probably okay. So that's purple and gold ready to go. I just need to finish this off. Like so. That needs to be over there. Cool. And then more steel here. Oops. So that's that one. I didn't do this steel, did I? Cool. And then why am I not hooking? Why am I not actually attaching these? So this is what we want. We want bricks, steel, red circuits, green circuits. Didn't hook that one up, but we don't have the others anyway. That is like plate. Just there. Like so. Rebalance you. Some sauce. Why is there no stone yet? Oh, it's just arriving. Okay. And the steel. Just waiting on the bots being lazy again. We'll get some research, speedy up. So that one's iron plate as well. In fact, I should avoid using the same one each time. There we go, that one instead. No. We're getting there, so that's the iron plate, that's the stone, that's the other stone. I see prod modules. I don't see furnaces though. Why have you not got steel? Oh, we're just still waiting on these. I'll do it then. Don't worry, bots. I'll do your job for you. So now we're getting furnace. Well, got a tiny number of furnaces. Steels are coming. Steel's here. Cool. And here as well. Lots of rail. Ah, and of course we don't have the recipe on, so we want purple. Nice. Balancing's a bit weird. I mean, as in production amounts and belt levels, it's a bit weird on this because it's designed around a blue belt throughputs. And so downgrading all of the belts to yellow actually kind of doesn't work. But we'll get some purple science. That's really what we're after. We are waiting for. I always like the way they both try and grab, and there's like an argument that must happen. I was like, no, I'm having it. I'm having it. No, it's mine. I'm having it. Not that I'm reading far too much personality into a few lines of code. Okay, so do I see purple science? Do I see production? There we go. Some production science. Excellent. So that's all functional. I think we'll wait a little while for the bots to do their thing. So we will get related such. Which order do we? What was the other thing I was really? We got the elevated rail. Oh, it's the processing, isn't it? I want to do that because we'll be filling up with dead fuel cells, basically. Cool, okay. How are we doing? Purple is happening. Get rid of that. Still not brought me enough belts and etc. Cool, cool, cool. What are we doing? I think we're full enough. That'll do, guys. Okay, I do need to bring the heavy oil down. Not too far. Okay. In fact, let's put it in there. here. So it's about there. Maybe if I... Do I put a pump on? Nah. Just do that. So that should be kicking that loop in. Great. Go. So we should then get... Oh, I need to hook up green electric circuits. Right, yeah. Where are we going to go? Go over the top level, I think, on this. So we go to there. Oops. Cool. So that should make the electric engines, and then they will make that, as long as we feed everything else in. We want steel. Good old Sheffield steel. Other side, isn't it? How have I been hooking it up? Like that. Okay. Oh, my bots aren't even on. Okay. Is my combat turned off then? Why have they not brought me my... I bet I put them in a regular chest, did I? I did, rather than the storage chest. It's naughty of me. Okay. Where do we get to? So we're doing steel, which is here. Like so. That steel, and then we've got, in fact we need to extend these a bit, don't we? The bots do anyway. Do we not have... No, there's no robot ports past here. Okay, okay. We can soon fix that. I guess I could do robot speed as well once we get gold. Let's just connect now. I normally sort of wait until I'm happy it's all properly fixed up, but let's just crack on really, I think. Okay, so the steel is fine. And we want copper. Across all of these. I wonder when we'll hear about 2.1, the official. I've been saying that. I've been trying to not get myself too hyped and excited and things like that, because I would assume we will get some Friday fans. And I used to love doing them. If I'm being totally 100% honest, I'm not sure I didn't enjoy doing more at them more than I do playing the game. That's not true, but... yeah, it's because it's been a year. Well, coming up for a year, isn't it? Is that right? Because I think it was October it released. It's all a blur to me. Will I make a munition? Can't backseat if I don't know what I'm doing. Is that on the Twitch feed as well then? Or are you on YouTube? I get a mix. I have both. I have the two chats above each other. You can do a thing because I use Restream, and it sort of lets you see both chats integrated together, but it's total bobbins. Restream generally is bobbins. It's a free service that lets you do, you know, multi-streaming basically. Let's go with that one now. Yeah, I think the only things they've mentioned are the or adjusting the space casinos thing, so the quality in space, all that sort of stuff. And what was the other thing they've said? Space casino. Oh, well, it's sort of related. The low density shuffle. So effectively, the fact you can't have quality liquids, and therefore the game has to just assume it's a quality liquid, is kind of a big cheat as well. Oh, we need water. Okay. There's water right there. Should I just grab a new bit, or did I bring? Oh, I have brought it down. But given it's not that sort of different. Do I need water elsewhere? Not really. I assume that's just for the sulfuric acid. Let's see if we can't sneak through here. Just put it on. Go along. Is this going to be too long? I think we'll be okay. I heard a bing bong bing. That's our first purple science done, I guess. A bing bong bing. Always like a bing bong bing. So that must have been the reprocessing, I guess. No, that's not what I'm after. Would that have been reprocessing? 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 No? No, it was bot speed, wasn't it? I moved the bot speed up. No, I have done reprocessing. Is maybe reprocessing's done in a lab then? Where is bot mate? I don't think have I got a... Yeah. I have got a lab one. But it's not really a proper one. It's a weird half one. Okay. So we need that. Oops. Do we? No, come on. No, it's not done in there. Oh, is it a centrifuge? It must be a centrifuge then. It's not one I have in my head, because it's like you set it up once and then you never think about it again. In fact, that would need to be a force it out one, really, wouldn't it? We don't want it getting stuck. So this would be, there we go. Oh, of course we can do nuclear fuel as well. Aha. So let's drag that in. How many have we got? You see, we've got 540 in storage already. So we might as well get that bumped up. Soon chew through them. I'm not going to bother. How quick is it? 60 seconds. So I'm not going to bother with. It doesn't, because it gives you the rubbish. I could see if it'll do quality, but we'll just stick in speeds to try and get it to move a bit quicker. And it'll spit them out. That needs to be. We don't care about that, do we? Because this just gives doesn't give the iron back, basically. But yeah, okay, so they'll chuck those in there. So what I haven't done, I don't think, yeah, we don't have any nuclear fuel production. That would be nice. That would be nice. So if we go... Is it in a lab as well? Yep. What about a... What's the difference between them then? Oh, that's my weird fancy one. Well, that's green. Green stuff. Oh, I've not researched it, I guess. Huh. I thought it came with... I can make it. Oh, centrifuge again. Ugh. I guess they've got to give some use to them. So if I sort of copy that... No, I don't want to copy that. So do a weirdness. So we go like that. Like that. And then a storage chest. Haven't got any lights on. So this then would be nuclear fuel, and you want to make, say, I think they only stack to 1, don't they? So 20. Stack size 1, yeah. So that, grab it there. Give that the recipe. I don't think I can. Oh, I can. Okay. Why did that not copy? Fuel. Barney McGrew, Cuthbert, Dibble and Grub. Cool. Now, let's get on with it. I saw on YouTube. It on the YouTube then swapped over. Oh, okay. The YouTubes. I started adding it into the description. I mean, I don't want this to turn into yet another rant about Satisfactory, and it's not about Satisfactory, but I started adding it on because I was getting a bit annoyed with all the people trying to backseat the Satisfactory playthrough. It was just sort of getting on my nerves, to be honest with you. So it's really, aimed at that, but I just figure let's just keep doing it. And I would say in general it is the whole thing that people get annoyed when you don't do exactly what they're telling you to do. So I prefer to avoid that, but it can also be quite annoying in and of itself. So that's the blue circuits. Then let's do all these coppers, because we can just sort of copy that bit, stick it on. There. For even more low density structures. So if we sort of go to there, let's take it out of the third lane here. That's right. Oh, missed. And it did seem. I mean, it was like it was kind of strange actually. I don't know. It seems to be. It's almost part of that community that's kind of what they all do, basically. And I do. There's always sort of one of the things with backseating is the whole. I do know people are trying to be helpful, sort of thing. That's sort of what they're, intending. So it's always, well, not always a tricky thing, but sometimes a tricky thing. Put them in, and then so that's coming out. So we've got the top one. So we want really bottom one again, but because it come out of the bottom lane. Cool, so that's all of that copper. It is funny on this one though, because obviously I do have literally thousands of hours in the game. And people are like, is this your first time playing? Oh, I never put plastic on the bus, did I? Didn't I? How am I making Low density structures then. I must have done. There's plastic there. Oh, I haven't. Oh, okay. That's not hooked up. We need more plastic than that. That's a sarcastically small amount of plastic. Why is this only on my... Oh. I bet that needs a lane balancer, that stone. Yeah, it needs a lane balancer, doesn't it? Yeah. Or we could sort of do it properly and do that instead. Cool. So yeah, we're going to need more plastic. Oh, it's not running very well, is it? Why is that? No petroleum. But it's drowning in heavy. Oh, look, there's some misconnected pipes there. What's supposed to be... So that's clearly an error in the blueprint. So it's not been doing any heavy to light cracking. Okay. That is, I am pretty sure, an error in the blueprint. Okay, so once they've... Well, they should actually... It should kick in, because once it's marked for deletion, they don't count as being there. Yeah, so we've got water all the way down now. Except I've messed that up. Oh. They took it away. They took it away. It's light. Why are you not running? Disabled by control behavior. Okay. Oh, there is no heavy. Why are you not connected? Why is there not a pipe there? That light is full. That's bad. Why are you not processing it then? That one's got no output, has it not? And neither has that one. This blueprint is terrible. Which idiot designed this? Yeah, half of them aren't connected to anything. Okay. So, I think we can... I bet there's something in there, as it were. Yeah, there's meant to be a thingy power pole or something. Substation. Okay, so... Another error. What about this side? Same thing, look. I mean, I assume I've maybe accidentally done that while I've been trying to turn it into a blueprint, because this design worked in the other playthrough. So yeah, there's obviously some issue. Or maybe I just slapped down so many of them that the fact that half of the machines weren't, half of the labs weren't working, didn't really matter. But yeah, issue here. So we've now got that heavy balance between the two. It's okay. Why are you not running? Because you're full? Okay. Is that connected? That's connected. You don't appear to be connected. Oh, there's... Where's... Oh, there's the output. Okay. So petroleum goes out there. We just obviously don't have any. Okay, let's let them work on that and then check on it again. And maybe add some more plastic. Yeah, we're going to need way more plastic than that. I might just put a plastic build up here because we do have coal. So we could just, you know, put some plastic builds there instead. That would probably be easier. Let's do the steel in the meantime then. Okay, so that's both of those. Now we want plastic as well again. Oops. So, yeah, you see we've got tiny trickle of plastic coming through. Last few bits. Oh, there is a second line of... Oh, okay. And I've sent that directly in them. Okay. Okay. We must have done prod module, surely. And I just wasn't paying attention, as per usual. So yeah, we've got just beacons. So if we get them on the build... manufacturing. So we want... Where are you? Bacon. Bacon. But lots more. We don't want 40, we want like 400. Cool. And then, what else did we unlock? The elevated rail? Where would that live? In here? So rail supports. And in fact we'll just go bot basically. So we've got rail ramps as well. How many is that set on? 40 is probably a bit too few because you can't put them very far apart. Which makes sense. I mean, it's got a wacky great railway on it. But it means you can use a lot of them. Not too fast about having loads of them. We've covered for bots. Regular bots. I think we'll add some more in. Did we unlock something else? Well, gold science, obviously, and there's the 2 rail supports. Excellent. Those won't be on my listing. So we need to add them in. Stacker them. And stacker them. Cool. All the modern technologies. All the modern technologies. So steel's good. Plastic's good. Well, good. It exists. So, gold science. Utility science. Off we go. What are you waiting on? Yeah, so we need billions more plastics. And we need billions more everythings. No ideas if these are sort of working, because in the other playthrough I was getting weird things where, like, it's putting in negative numbers into the system. But I think it's just because when it goes past what it's requested, it doesn't, it's not set up to do modular maths, basically. So I have a train coming in. Also, I mean, I only have a few. You know, we... I think this is going to be an issue as well, because I'm doing the double unloading. How many are you actually... You're not actually requesting any. Why not? 2,000. 2,400. Yeah, I think I need to set these as chest limits. And also do properly balanced outputs. That's not an issue because, you know, we're not running out of stone brick. But we are running out of iron ore. You see it's got uneven amounts. So why are you set to 1? Oh, I didn't put... That's... yeah, okay. I haven't got stackers on these, have I? Let's sort of set up fixing that then. So we want a straight there as well. And then if we build this part in, then I can stick stackers behind them. Once we're done. If I was to put a straight rail in there for the time being, would that cause issues? Probably because of signals. Yeah, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, let's let them build that bit in. There isn't a stacker on this either, and there is room for it. So let's put one ready to go here as well. What have I deleted there at power pole? Is it important? No. Okay. I think I need to connect this one in as well. I think this is causing... I thought I fixed it actually. Why are you not running? Why are you not running? Why are you not going there? Train limit 0, 0. Why is that 0? 4.2. Ow, did I disconnect? I think I disconnected this from the radar, so it's not putting the demand in. Because trains that couldn't actually get here were being sent here. So I need to just take all of this off, don't I? This just needs to be a good old-fashioned... What's it connected to? That one? A good old-fashioned regular rail. No? It's very difficult to tell where these wires are. So we don't want to... Well, we just want the train limit to be 1, basically. Like the number 1. Oh no, I don't set the train limit, do I? I do it over here. Okay. And turn that off. There we go. In fact, do I have... I don't think I've got Coverix up and running, have I? That could be a real problem. Where is my nuclear fuel production? I don't have any. No, it's not. It's just called fuel cell, isn't it? Oops. Uranium fuel cell. There we go. How many have you got in stock? Okay, so we've got 100 there. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a buffer. Oh, I didn't connect this, did I? Just got a little bit of a buffer there. Now, oil. Did they fix my horrible errors? You're not glugging. Why are you not glugging? Because it's still chock-a-block with light oil. It's balanced around having beacons on it. So it's not going to run like properly. Disabled by control behaviour still. Why so? What is your the light is above 20. Oh. Why am I setting that? Because light's way above 20. 25k. So it's getting a signal of 49k. Is it? So it's connected to that one. And that one doesn't have any signal on it. Why have you not got a signal? Because there's no green wire there. I bet that's where I've not tiled it properly. I bet, yeah, this is disconnected as well. Look. And here. Yeah, so the tiling doesn't have the green circuit bit on it, green wire bit on it. It's riddled with errors, isn't it? So, which one is it? That one? Yeah. There we go. That's more like it. Except you're still not running. Disabled by control behavior. But then why would that be set? So if heavy's disabled by control behavior, there's still no signal going through. Where else is it disconnected then? So, did I connect the wrong thing? Let's just go to the end. Yeah, so that's now going all the way down. What about here? Yes. Maybe I double connected it to a chemical lab or something? But yeah, everyone is running now. Including the actual oil production. Good. That's more like it. That's the Badger. We have some petroleum processing happening. Cool. Okay. Wow, that was painful, wasn't it? Not really enough to run even this one plastic thing properly. Okay. Hello, Flashco. Welcome, welcome. I'm up to 5 train deaths today. Today alone. Crikey. They go for you, you know. It's part of the coding. As I've said in my my speculation video, it's because the trains have got a bit of the engineer on them. The bit of the biomass. And it wants to take over. It's a self-hostile species, you see. It's not actually producing that much plastic, is it? But it's not really getting any spare petroleum. So it's kind of balanced around having beacons and like level 3. I could add more on, but given it's clearly broken, not sure that's a wise idea. I guess I have fixed it. So we could sort of add some more like that, rather than the blueprint. But then I will also need to add. 3 of them were nose-to-nose exo high-speed impacts. Wow! Exo legs helped. Okay. So you're playing, what you're saying is you're playing chicken with the trains. And losing. I suppose you've got to have a hobby, haven't you? It's starting to back up, which is good. That means it'll push through. So it's backing up. Yeah, that number's going up. I'm trying to convince myself. Well, we're not running out of crude oil, so I could add more. Yeah, let's let them put that in, that extension. It's not really backing up, is it? So, do I add another one of these? I mean, I think that's why I've added, you know, sort of put the coal in further. I was going to do a second one just behind it. Maybe, possibly-ish. Certainly doesn't need red belt on it though, does it? What we got? 1, 2, 3. In robo range it is. So if we maybe go. Something like that. Train chicken. Not on purpose, they just happen to have clean path through the trees. It's alright, you can play train chicken. It's it's good to have hobbies. Okay, so we're sort of chugging away on gold science. It's not making it very quick because it doesn't have the LDS. I could divert some of these low density structures from the, you know, from the rocket build, but there wouldn't be really any benefit of that because effectively I'm just robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm just stealing out the plastic. And of course, a lot of the plastic's going into red circuits. Way more than we're actually producing. It's now stopped because they're building this in. I mean, those are both back below. I presume that's what I'm indicating here, is it? Yeah, the two greens are sort of saying you've got some in, but it's oh, and it's more than 10k, so that's should really be like, you know, it's between 0 and 20 indicated by that, I guess. Shame you can't put logic things in. Yeah, they obviously they have a one logic condition. It's a shame you can't put in a more complicated between type condition. Oh well. Yeah, it's backing up because it's building it. Okay, so we've got that. There's no connecting pipe, is there? Whoops. There you go. Why am I... So I'm putting the more plastic down the second lane. Is that safe? Because I've turned it... Not only is it safe, I guess it's desirable. Okay, so if we then say that we want to bolster these. How are we going to do that? Then, if I do something completely mad, let's say we sort of do a backwards thing here. Feed it in. That's completely nuts doing that. In fact, this is open and clear, isn't it? Yeah, I don't need to do it. I was thinking it was all blocked up down the bottom, but I don't need to bother. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, if we instead I'm going to go down here. Oh, I've gone past it. To there. And can't remember how I do this. I go like that, I think. It doesn't feel right. It's partly because it's too close, isn't it? Okay. Idea is to minimise the amount that's in the gap, you know, the thing between the parts of the bus. That's why I'm doing this whole undergrounding thing. In fact, we don't really need to wait till there, do we? We could just add it in there. Oh look, some actual bacons. Look, look, look. Fancy. Fancy. Yes, so let's have another look, another check. We're getting some plastic happening, nowhere near the 3 belts that I was optimistically thinking we might be able to do. So it's back up on here though, that's good. Or at least being sort of even. Not on there though. That's because I'm getting 2 lanes going on that one. Crikey. Red circuits are just insanely hungry. See why it's a barrier to people when they get to blue science, you know, chemical science, because it's like not only you've got to produce a load of engines, which is steel, which is an enormous amount of production compared to what you've probably been doing for you know, red and green science. Oh, attack! Cool. But you've also got to produce chemical science. It's a completely new process. And then if you want to produce things in you know, red circuits in volume, which you're probably going to think you want to, it's a staggering amount of everything needed to produce even a tiny number of them. So effectively you get two massive demands, production demands, steel and red circuits, one of which involves oil processing, which you're completely new to. Well, these are starting to look a bit more sort of healthy, aren't they? But we have run out of coal. Okay. Don't we literally have a coal patch somewhere? No, we don't. We do have, is that one. I thought there was a coal patch that was... No? So, oh no, they're right over the other side of it. We've got 2, but they're right up there. Ah, so we put these things in here. Okay. We're going to have to sort of manually disconnect them and I guess risk death as well. I guess I could turn it now that we've got... Because it's stuttering, you know, so there is more capacity. And we've got automatic production of red splitters and stuff now, so this will help out. Whoops. Really what I need to do is stop messing about with spaghetti nonsense. Where's the third? Oh, I see. I'm devoting that whole thing up there. In fact, that's just a split, isn't it? Oh, maybe if I put a balance splitter in there, because that's backing up because it's overdoing that. Yeah, okay, that should help. Oh, and the reason for that, actually, is probably because of that lack of iron. Because we're not getting enough green circuits. Why is there no iron again? So I should be balancing there, I think, is one thing. Oops. No. Oh, it's rubbish, isn't it? What's going on with the iron again, chaps? This is the lack of buffering that's hurting me, because in combination with the fact that probably unloading horribly unevenly. But yeah, okay. So we need to go and fix the train thing. Still, we're making purple and gold science, which was the intention. Albeit very slowly. We locked any other fun stuff. We have portable fusion reactors. We like those. They make things easier. Towns. Don't really need that one anymore. Portable thingies. We will put... In fact, now we could maybe put some quality stuff in. In fact, would it be a good idea to put some in there? Still haven't got any quality thrusters. It's betrayed me. Yeah, we can put all of the personal personal gear on now. So if we go, what would we want? Exoskeletons. And put some quality modules in there. And some... But let's sort of keep them up here, so they're close by. What else? Exoskeletons, I guess. The batteries. And roboports. Yep. 40 them as well. I guess we should do a tank as well, so that I can, when I'm away and biters are chewing on my base, I can respond. Whoops, wrong thing. So we then got, so we did I do lasers? No, we want lasers as well then. And shields, 2. Modules. Obviously, we're probably only like fluke one of something. You know, we won't get. It's only level 1 quality. But you know, that's what gambling's all about, isn't it? Crossing your fingers and hoping. So I did. So we got reactors. I guess I should do panels as well. It's always useful to have a few of them knocking about. I was just thinking I can, if I put the level 2 shields, level 2 roboports, level 2 and level 3 batteries. So here is probably where I want the next thing. Which was, what was I going to do? I did lasers. Western roboport. Got exo legs. Oh, it was going to be solar panels, wasn't it? In fact, we've already got level 2 batteries, haven't we? Okay. We have done that research, so if we pop them on, and get some modules in. This is the easiest one to do the achievement with, I believe. It's actually relatively cheap to do panels. So that's all of the researches that I queued up. So let's do something else. Do I want to focus on some buffs? The buffs are gold science is sort of the problem. How about we do the level 2 modules? Did I put quality things in the... Oh, isn't... Oh, they use pink... Oh, no. I've already done level 2 quality? I have. Huh, okay. Didn't realise that. Am I making them then? No, okay. And I got speed in because I'm, you know, that's all I had. So we should swap them out. I might fluke a few. Oh, anything we need to worry about? They're clearly not very happy, are they? Don't know what's wrong with them. So let us do a few military type buffs. Oh, it's gold science though. What will be the most useful? I guess maybe the laser damage. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's do automation then as well. We could try and nuke them. Might take a while. Cool. Okay. So, getting distracted again. Copper's running out as well. So it's the lack of any kind of buffering going on. They're just literally delivering it and it's immediately getting used up. Oh, except that... Why would copper have been struggling then? It's just no throughput on it, I guess. Yeah, it's just no throughput. We have a turret out of ammo. Of course, I haven't switched these out for requester chests, have I? No, I haven't. I have a blueprint for that, don't I? Laser walls. Except that that's... Let's focus on one thing at a time. Let's see if we can upgrade defences. Simple AP ammo request. Okay. The trouble is... Okay, so I can use that on all of them. and it swaps out for requester chest, but they're the requester chest with nothing, with no request. So what I have to do is plop them down. It's not that one anymore, is it? It's... Wait, which one did I do? I did the wrong one, didn't I? Should have been this one. It's laser walls we want. Lasers. Right, let's do it again. So game blueprints, defences, laser walls. There. So if we build these... Bosh. Why has it not got... Why has it got... Why has that not worked? Oh, because that's not got... Why has it got... It's got the blue chest on the thing. Ah. What incompetent made these blueprints? Because they're set up with an actual request in, but it's one of those manual requests. You know, that weird thing you can do. You can fix it. It doesn't have the... I love the game. It's just sometimes it is just a little bit janky in a way that is a bit confusing. It's not bad, because it's amazing that they've sort of put this stuff in, but the specific jank can be a bit confusing. So what I need to do, you see, is basically swap this into the blueprint and then re-blueprint them. And then plop those over the top. I think, let's just check that it has done that. Yes, so we've got the request for the ammo. Excellent. So now we can go back in, redo these. Oh, I didn't do the gate, did I? So I want to do this one. And then this one. And then that one. And then I say I forgot the gate. That's that one there. Here. Ammo request. Because it doesn't count as an upgrade, you see. That's like the problem. It's a bit sort of jank-tabulous. There you go. Okay, so that's all of those blueprints updated with AP ammo requests. Now, we can go here. Because I'm having to manually replace them, you know, I'm having to put the manual, you know, please put in X ammo into this chest. We don't want that, we just want it to do automatically. We also want more lasers, because lasers. Wait, I put that in the right place, didn't I? So everything go up. It's gonna remove my... Yeah. We need to, because I've fiddled in the robot boards. Yeah, so put them in the wrong place, basically. So we need to undo that and undo that. Do that. Thankfully the bots aren't quick enough for this to matter. I thought those were double thickness walls, but I guess not. Okay. Let's put double thickness walls then. I think I'm not going to do this on stream. I think I'll do this afterwards, because... But it's, I guess just to show you what I'm going to do is essentially like an upgrade. And place all of these. Okay, but as I say, because of how I've fiddled the robot boards in, it's It's not quite right. I must have one with robot bolts on somewhere. But yeah, so effectively it then replaces steel chests with requester chests with 20 piercing ammo. But it takes a while because they have to empty the chest before they can take the chest away. It's just how it's programmed, basically. Even though they're then going to put exactly the same thing back in. But yeah, we'll leave that one and I'll do that kind of off stream because that'd be tedious doing all of that. Now, how are we doing? How are we doing? Have we got plastic? This looks like plastic. Oh. It might be worth me just sort of bolstering some of this up if I can. Just chucking a load of extra lasers. It's because these guys are getting angry because the amount of mining we're doing. Whoops. Fill in these gaps. This doesn't have any stuff in. We're probably able to do uranium ammo now, aren't we? That's a point. Who else might be getting attacked? So I guess here. And then here as well. We'll have loads of APM. It'll be drowning in it somewhere. Cool. See, it's absolutely hammering all of them. Okay. What was I going to do? I was going to fix... So we have lots and lots of plastic on the belt, but no copper, which is just a reflection, I think, of this not being very much copper. Yeah, it's just not enough, not adequate. This is stuttery, so we could maybe support more, and obviously we're only sending 2 belts that way anyway. I feel like I just need to completely rebuild. We got the achievement, that was what I was after. Maybe we could go to Volcanus and do a similar thing. Since you've cued me that, of course, worms don't evolve, we could maybe pop to Volcanus and get us some cliff explosives. And then life would get a lot easier. Because that is just Orange Age Science. And only 500. So that's actually easier. Interesting. Artillery straight off as well, isn't it? Although you need... Huh. So you would have to do... Interesting. So do it if you were to do both achievements. You know, you rush to space. Because that requires gold science as well. Utility science. So you'd have to do... If you're using that planet, you would... So Fulgora was a better choice for me. Because it's a lot simpler. But you'd have to do something like cliff explosives, then set up gold science on Nauvis, and then do artillery. And I find it quite painful. So I prefer to kill off the, because there's always a good patch of tungsten in the worm territory. And I prefer just to kill off that worm and steal their stuff, steal their food. Because I'm nice like that. That doesn't have a balancer, it should. Should be one in now. But yeah, I mean, effectively, these are set up to do like, 120 science a minute. Obviously it doesn't because it's the blue assemblers, but it should really be red belts, all of this. Okay, cool. So we've done some lovely technologies. Excellent. Cluster grenades. Okay, so we can add on over here. Wow, have we got no blue circuits? No acid. Why have we got no acid? We don't appear to have any chemicals. So that's blocked up with petrochemical. How can it be blocked up with petrochemical? but not actually... Oh, there's no iron plate. Why is that? What's happened there? Output priority right. Why is that not moving? I wonder if there's a... Maybe we do like left and right. I bet there was something trapped in it. Oh, it's a stone brick, look. Okay. Okay. I wonder where that came from. That was... I bet that was when I accidentally put the stone on the... on the smelting. Yeah, that's what it'll be. Okay. I'm all over the place, aren't I? So that should get us the sulfuric acid back, which gets blue circuits, which hopefully makes some level 2 batteries. Did I... we won't have got level 2 robo ports. We've got level 2 batteries. What's the other thing that we could make? Got the level 2 batteries. And what was the other military? Oh, it was the piercing shotgun shells, which we have a slot for. Oh, there we go. So these can be these, and that then also needs steel, which is on that side, and copper. Cool. So hopefully we'll get some of them. All we unlocked were... Well, we got the distractors, we got cluster grenades, which... meh. And level 2 modules now. Excellent. Did I swap out? No, I didn't. Let's put a few on then. Never hurts to roll a chance. You've not made any? Why have you not made any? Oh, you have? Where are you taking them? Are you bringing them to me? No. Where are you taking personal batteries? Where are they going? Oh, they're obviously going into the... yeah, okay. What's it asking? 60? Blimey. Could just do that, you see. Yay, we got a level 2 laser. We also have double fission reactors. Oh, and a level 3 panel. Okay. Wasn't there something else I unlocked there? No. Do I have power armor? Yes, okay. And a slot for a thing. Now that we've got... what should we call it? Where are you? There you are. Let's put one in here. Ah! Didn't fit. Oh! What? Did it... I must have had that on my request list. Yes, there we go. Okay. Right, let's move you over. Fill that gap in. Like so. Put that in there. And now all of our power problems are gone. Yeah, let's get some more legs in, I think. There we go. Cool. So that's that one done. Let's set up some level 2 modules. Right, let's do... Yeah. That was a level 1 module, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Level 2 module, that's a level 1. Cool. And then we'll put some... I've done prod twice, because I'm a genius. Okay. Because it's just red and blue circuits for them. How much are you requesting? We don't want it to go mad, basically. So we will drop that down to... We just want to see if we can fluke a few, you know, reasonable level ones. So I think we'll set all of these to 20, I think. Just, you know, see if we can get a couple. Like so. Don't want a million in there. We'll also do trash and requested so that we can not have them lost. Whoops, that... Oh, well, doesn't matter. There. Trash and requested. Then... requested. Cool. So yeah, we might fluke a few level 2 quality, or you know, higher level quality modules. Not that we got the blue circuits to support it, but that's fine. How are you doing reprocessing? Oh, excellent. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. We've not got any lasers being built. Interesting. Is that because... I would guess that was the fact that the plastic stopped? Or sulfuric acid for batteries, maybe. So where are lasers? Up there. Yeah, that was just because... Yeah. In fact, that should have a filter on it. So the bots don't put anything random in there, like they do. Yeah, and of course we're making... Now, did we fix this? Yes, we did. Excellent. So we have uranium. Awesome. And do we have plenty of uranium in our box here? It's weird how you get so used to doing this. Yeah, got loads in there, haven't we? So we shouldn't run out of power from nuclear. Okay. So we could set up some uranium ammo. How about we put a few of them in? Because that's always a fun time for all concerned. Oh, we can't. I haven't done the research. I bet it's locked down gold, isn't it? Yeah. 1,000. Wow. Okay, maybe not then. The ones we want are the prods, because we're not struggling to make them at all. So we could do the cargo size. What else would be? I guess we could put the logistics on. And lab research, which weirdly just uses purple. I never quite figured out why that's goes purple first rather than gold. Do I want to bother with that? I guess it doesn't hurt, does it? Burn through them. But yeah, but other stuff then is more focused on utility science. Okay, so we can't do uranium ammo. We've just done them. Anything else we want to build? I think we're good. I think we're good. Now, what was the other problem I was actually going to fix? The railway. Okay. See, this type of thing, I'm convinced is why this game is fun. Because There's obviously the designing and the blah 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 blah, but the game essentially becomes a puzzle game where you're basically chasing bottlenecks. That is like what the actual game ends up being. And when you're optimizing designs and all that sort of stuff, you're sort of optimizing around bottlenecks, really. Okay, so let us be brave. Cut off this railway. Actually, I could leave the exit open for that one to get out. It's just the entrance. Okay, now if we come down here, so he can leave. There should be one. Yeah, there's one there as well. Look, off he goes. I probably don't have enough trains is the other thing. He says, looking to see that we've got loads of trains full of stuff. It didn't work, this system. That's not great, is it? It's like you got one there, and yet these are all empty. So unless there's buffering going on, it just doesn't work, basically. Oh well. Did that train leave? It did. Okay, so let us cut all of these off. So, do I need to take that bit out? I think I'm okay there, aren't I? But I need to get rid of all of that. So, do I not have level 2 roboports? Were they not a thing? Are they trapped on Fulgora? Yeah. So what we're doing here basically is inserting some stackers. Wrong thing. Oh yeah. Because we need to be able to get the train, the buffering that, well, there's no buffering that happens. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't help that these are, oh no, see those are blue fast inserters. But it doesn't help that, you know, the throughput on this end is quite slow. You know, we probably need to upgrade to stacks for everything, basically. Oh, bulks, I guess. Now they're called. Yes, this was my mistake when I was first doing it. There's plenty of room for them. I should have just put them in. But what it'll enable us to do is increase the requested number of trains. Because it's trying to... It's set up so that it buffers, basically. Don't know if I need that one or not. I don't think so. Yeah, it's set up. The idea is, you know, you request 2 trains worth, really. And I'm just requesting 1 because I didn't put... So all of these need switching to 2, basically. At the very least. In fact, I could try and do 3, but let's not be too ambitious. So that one, and then you can be 2 as well. And that's it. Don't know about these ones. I mean, I guess it's probably better, really, if I just remove these stations. And we can have another one. Can we have another one in there? Will that fit? Yeah, I think I need to swap what I've got here for what I've took for something else here. Okay. So yeah, let's get rid of these. Yeah, it's because there's no room, basically. Because if I get, you know, I could convert that to iron as well. But where am I going to put the belts? That's like the issue, really. I've kind of compacted myself in, basically. Hemmed myself in. So if we just get rid of these instead. That. The bit of the train system that has been working incredibly well is these T-junctions. These are great. Even if I do say so myself. Don't get any blockages or anything. So yeah, basically we're going to swap stone into there. This can be copper when this eventually like burns through. I guess, or maybe... I'm sending a lot of copper up here without any real demand for it. Because we can get rid of this science now. So that all goes, that demand. But yeah, let's one thing at a time. How are we doing? And where am I? I'm up here. Okay. $10K, $10K, 4. Excellent. Oh, and plastic is totally backed up. Nice. Oh, gold has filled the belt. This is what we like to see. Copper's the issue then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, feels like I don't really need to send all of this copper up to here. It's a bit overkill really, isn't it? In fact, we could bump that up. In fact, I can get rid of these as well, because these aren't even active stations. Get rid of them. Did I cut this? I did cut this off. Is the train gone? The train has gone, but there's still loads of stuff in the station. So let's get rid of that part of it. Because I don't know that we need this spur at all. Do I? I do have another copper patch. Because another option would be to put a copper train there, you see, and feed what I'm doing. Got that one as well. Belt it over. Let's just leave that side of it for now. Oh, we've had a train come and go. Now. Yeah, you see these are sort of stuck. What about on the other end then? What's going on? Why are you not processing through? These need to be red belts, don't they? That's part of the problem. Yeah, and I've got lots of these idle, so we can increase. Out the belts. Okay, so how do we want to do that? If we go, because I do have, problem is I got a red belt version of the stations, but they won't have the fixes on. So I guess I could, what could I do? If I put this down, I went out the area, didn't I? So if I put this down, so it doesn't matter what it is, because I just want to steal this bit, basically. So if I go... Oh! Damage. Any of those out of ammo? No. looks good. Getting a lot of big guys now. No behemoths yet though. 73% big biter. What was I doing? Yes, so this needs to be just this bit. In fact, no, not just this bit. It needs to be that part as well. What I don't want is the stations and the rail. Do I? No. So if I put that as an upgrade here, other way round. So it's that basically. Yeah. I mean, it'd probably be better fundamentally if that was the actual upgrade, wouldn't it? Because then if I discover more, or rather when I discover more errors with my circuit logic, I won't have to upgrade multiple things. But yeah, let's red belt all of this. And where do we want to go up to? Let's see. Maybe that far down? Yeah. Cool. So it'll take them a while, but that's fine. Same with the copper over here. So I think I'm going to, at the very least, blueprint that. And stick it in here. It's an upgrade to pickup. Yeah. Need to combine them both, basically. Okay. Because one of the fundamental things with trains is you can't put more in, take more out than you're putting in. Now we need to add in the stone, so these stone trains have got somewhere to go. What are we doing? We are going stations, and then we're going drop off. There needs to be stone. Do I go 2 loads? Yeah. There. 2 loads. But then I need to... do I need to upgrade that? Not really. I mean, it's well, yeah. Oh, there's no power on this now because I'm an idiot. So it's not going to empty those stations out, is it? It's not going to empty out the stations if you disconnect the power, Triggs. There. And let's get some bulky boys doing the business. So... right. Okay. Oops. Yeah, so I hope... oh, I didn't. I took out the wrong thing. That needs to go on there. Yeah, so hopefully they'll gradually sort of empty those out. In the meantime, we need to go over here. And don't know that I need bolts for that either. This is because stone is like more heavily, yeah, it's double the. They do keep having a go, don't they? It's almost like we need artillery. Where are we sending these to then? So, do I want to do them as red belts coming out? I mean, we're not getting heavy stone brick demand. I guess because I'm not really doing military science, so it's not taking it out there. And then are these all backed up with, yeah? Because I'm not doing purple ones, am I? Oh, I am doing purple ones. Why is he not using that then? It is, we're just not got a lot of science going on. Okay. Have we made level 2? Because I could put the... Oh, we got a level 2 beacon. I think I was amazed by that just a minute ago, wasn't I? Yes, so if I put in those... like so... And then how many level 2? We've got 5. It's not very many, is it? Okay, let's just use level 1s then. You obviously don't really need quite, you know, there's like diminishing returns nowadays, but plenty of power headroom, so it's the only place I'm going to do this. Okay. Okay, so trains have delivered stuff. And we've cleared out the depot. Excellent. Now, do we need more trains? However would I tell? Oh, look. Misclick over. So it's sort of going... that one's a yellow. Okay, so we probably could go a bit further up. Yeah, it's not quite... Oh, but then there's 5 of them there, aren't there? And then I'm dividing it into 8. So it's doing more. I guess I could also... What are these set on? So this is like a stack and a half, isn't it? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a train, and then half would be a train and a half. So in theory there's 3 trains worth of stuff here. Is that what it's telling it? 2, but then of course, you know, we have half emptied. Okay. So it's not too bad. Yeah, we need, need to put this one in as well. Look, I'm stacking up. Trying to get stuff and there's no stuff to get. Right, I never put the T-junction on there, did I? Put that on. We need to stop trains coming here, please. Let's kill off that access. So the thing I don't... the generic system, it didn't quite work. Because what happens is... So if one of these wants iron ore and one station opens up, then that sends a signal via the radar to all stations to say, right, if you've got iron ore, turn on. But what that means is you get a one-to-many type relationship. So unless all 4 of these turn on at the same time, and therefore demand 4 trains worth, it doesn't match, basically. So you end up with, say, one of these opens, all 4 of these opens. They've all been sat there. They've all filled up with stuff. Each got 3 trains worth of material. It should be set up. I'm not sure I've got this logic right, but it should be set up so that this is me talking through it so that I can understand it myself. But it should be set up that it will only open up to supply the amount that's being requested. But it does that for every single pickup station. So in other words, if we have 1 request for iron ore, that effectively translates into 4 open stations. And the bit I'm not sure I've got the mental capability to do, or even if this is a sensible thing to think about doing, is that really there should be some way of only turning 1 station on. This is when I was originally doing this, I was thinking about using prioritization, but I don't know how I would do that. I would need some counter, I think. This is the only way I could think about doing it. That I would need some counter that says, right, you are the 4th iron station, you are the 1st iron station, you are the 2nd, you are the 3rd, you are the 4th. And then it says, right, the trouble with that is it's like a feedback loop where it basically says, right, if this station has got 4 or 3 trains worth of stuff that it can provide to the system, then how does it prioritize that over turning on another station? So, and that's kind of where my brain goes. Yeah, no, we're not doing this. Because it's like station 1 here could have 3 trains worth of stuff. If we get if 3 of these turn on and say I want stuff, then the most optimal way, the sort of quickest way of that, is for 3 stations to turn on. And I say the only way I can sort of think about that is a brute force. Don't allow more than 1 station's worth of stuff. I mean, you could do it so that, as in trains worth of stuff. So you could do it so that it's like 1.9, 1.9 trains worth, so that there is a bit of a buffer for it to move in and move out. So you could do that. But then that means you have to have 1 station for every. So you've basically got a 1-to-1 mapping. You've got 1 station for pick-up, 1 station for drop-off. In which case, why not just call this an iron ore pickup station? There's no benefit for it to be generic in that sort of model. I suppose it stops you having 1 billion trains, because then it'll be dynamic. But then you get into my other problem of, well, how many trains do I need to have? And I could do like calculate. You could use one of the calculators to say, well, how many trains of stuff per second do you need delivering? That doesn't feel very dynamic. So I think I've explained the problem to myself. I'm not sure it makes sense to anybody else. You see now, it can flow now because there's a buffer for trains, basically, or a stacker for trains rather. So it can say, right, well, get rid of that. You don't need that one. Say, right, well, I've got three trains worth of stuff. Please send me 3 trains, and they can all stack up in the thing. So it's not flowing quick enough to properly fill everything up, but that's fine. See, the stone is causing some sort of problem, isn't it? Oh, we have a train out of fuel. Why have you run out of fuel? Why is that interrupt not kicked in? Because you must have had less fuel than 2. Unless you, how much has you got? Oh, I get. I bet it's never been done, has it? I suppose that is a problem with how I'm doing that fueling thing, because the back end could always be filled up, and therefore it fulfills the condition. But it's set to any, isn't it? That's my interrupt. Any. So how has it managed to get to us? I guess the coal must have burnt through so quickly. Oh, it was actually, it was going to the refueling lot. Was it? Yeah, it must have been, because that's what depot is. So it was going there, it just couldn't make it. Interesting. May not be set right, probably not, knowing me. Knowing me. By default, an interrupt cannot trigger while another interrupt is being executed. This option disables this behaviour to trigger while another interrupt is in progress. And all locos fully fueled. Yeah, I think it was going there and then it ran out of fuel, basically. That was the issue. I put that to rocket fuel. Do we actually have rocket fuel available? Yes, we do. So I guess that's a point as well. We need to start fixing these, don't we? We need these to be requesters. I think I've got a way of updating them. No, did I not? Ah, fuel upgrader. So we want to go to, yeah, we need to put the requester chests in. Is that part of that? No. Okay. So I need to swap. I don't have an upgrader for that then. Okay. Do I not? So I got one for the fuel. But... oh, there we go. Depot logging. There we go. This is the one. So we go through, we go... Let's see how badly this one fails to work as well. So we get rid of all of that. Oh. I haven't got it selected. Hang on. Train blueprints, depot upgrades. And then we go... take this one. And that... oops. Like that. That upgrades all of those chests. And then this next one, what does this do? Oh, that's the next level. That would take us up to nuclear fuel. Okay. But, because I'm a genius, what I've done is it's a separate upgrader there. Why have I done that? Maybe I can apply... I can apply that for the trains, can't I? Maybe that's part of it. So that goes to boot there. But that takes them to red belt. Which I don't want that. So get rid of that manually. Don't want that. That's a disaster. Okay. I think I just have to redo that blueprint, don't I? Okay, we'll leave that for the minute. We're not really running out of depots. The train... fuel upgrader now. Are you going to work like that? Because that seems to be not really working as intended. That just seems to be... Because it's meant to be upgrading the fuel. And it's not upgrading the fuel. It's upgrading everything. Oh, they don't have filters on. Oh, those do. Okay, that's fine then. What fuel have you got in there? Solid. So it is requesting rocket fuel. Okay. I do have enough rocket fuel, don't I? I mean, I know I'm making it here, but is it going into a box is the question. Where is it? Here we go. No. No, it isn't. Okay. We need some way for the bots to get at lots of... So if that box has got less than 100 there. Because this is filtered to take out whatever fuel, you know, it's got in it effectively, and then put the next level in based on what's in there. So it does seem to have sort of worked. I wonder why is that doing that? That's a weird behaviour. I guess it's doing the pause thing maybe, where it says, am I going to get more? Nope, let's do it. But I don't get why it's sort of... I do actually. This is cycling between having the thing, because it's actually trying to go... Yeah. Because the condition is fulfilled. Why are you not putting rocket fuel in there? Oh, you are. Is it going in? Oh, crikey. That doesn't sound very good. We're having a lot of fun over there, aren't we? Interesting. Have you got fuel in? You got coal in? Okay, and now it's failed that condition. So now it's waiting to actually put fuel in. Okay. Which of course is taking a while to arrive. So this one is only putting fuel in when it like fails the, you know, when this cycles basically. There's a tiny period where it's stopped at the station. And that's when it's dropping the fuel in. Yeah, you can see it syncing up. How bizarre. It don't matter, they got plenty in. Strange behaviours. Okay. So the iron is kind of flowing, but also not. Is it coming out? It is coming out, but this is all yellow belt, which is fine in principle. but we need more, basically. So, a fix to that is to use these, which means if we upgrade... upgrade what? It might be better if I do an actual... So go from that to that, to that. Cool. We're not far off time. Is there any other sciences that I want to do? That's the question. Click on that. So we have braking force, fine. Insert capacity, fine. Bot speed, probably a good one to do. Shooting speed, I mean, given we're getting all those attacks, it's fine. But what I'll probably do, so if I get the time, I keep thinking, because I've been playing Factorio quite a lot, but I've been doing it because I know there's this NO117. I mean, destroyers are great. I like destroyers, but I don't think I'm going to invest in them. What we could do is the Mark 2 power armor would be good. But yeah, there's this NO117 demo coming out on Tuesday, I think. And I played a lot this, last couple of weeks. Partly because I was feeling like crap, and I just thought, well, let's have some fun. But what's we got to do? Nukes. This is all then getting into Fulgora territory, isn't it? But I'm trying to, effectively get ahead of it, basically, so that I can play that. I won't be doing videos or streaming or anything. That would be for me personally, because as I said before, I am the slowest NO player in the world. Do I want to? More gold sides in it, but we'll have a lot stacked up. I mean, it helps with the asteroids and stuff as well. That one's not... Oh, it is infinite now, is it? No, speed's not infinite. That's the one. I guess I should also do that one as well. Yeah, okay. We'll leave them cranking away. So I don't get why the stone is... Why does that have a thing called no job on it? Oh, that's why it's going back to there. Okay. That's an addition. Where did we get to? So, I can get rid of... One thing I just noticed is... Don't need that ammo anymore, do I? I've got level 2 batteries. Nice. Oh. Pop them in. And... Get rid of... Oh, I have already. Okay. These are all big numbers because of last time, they're based on what I was doing, the last playthrough, basically. Okay. I never hooked the stone back up. Has it chewed? It has chewed through everything here. Okay, perfect. Now we can get rid of it. And we want one going that way, so we don't need that bit of belt. Do need one there. Marvellous. Let's do that. Gonna leave a little bit of wiggle room here. If and when I want to kind of double that up. So let's connect that. Nope. There, and then I'll bounce between them in case trains do train things. Yeah, I think the stone is doing the perfect example of what I'm talking about, because these are now requesting 0. But in the meantime, a couple of trains had filled up with stone. What I don't know is how it does the prioritisation. I always figured it did it as because the stone stop is over here. And that could do with upgrading as well if we've upgraded our output side of it. But I always kind of figured it did closest. Like physically closest, so you know, it should sort itself out. It shouldn't send more. These shouldn't. When it says, right, I need a train. That's the problem, you see. It opens the station. Even though there's a train at the depot that can do the job. Yeah, I don't know how I fix that problem. I have to watch somebody else's tutorial, I think. See if somebody else has fixed it. Plenty of tutorials doing the whole, you know, iron ore to iron ore parameterized thing, but super generic systems. Because I looked at the Friday Facts again. That was what I was hoping to see how they'd done it, but it doesn't explain it. Okay, so that gets us what is that? Must be out of bot range. That. Yeah. Okay, let's just put a random one in. Like so. Cover it off. Cool. Yeah, and we need to upgrade here, don't we? I appear to have done one part of it by accident. Let's do that. Didn't I do a special upgrade? I did. Turret's out of ammo, that's not good. Oh, down here, crikey. Where are you even getting attacked from? Oh, these are colonisations. The whole map is set up, the colonisations are big. It's like, I think I've done accidental death well. Okay. So that's all of them. Because what I'm thinking is I can basically just... If I upgrade these to both red, then I can feed that one. And there. And this one, these two I can take over to this. Because the others are feeding steel. I don't think we're short on steel. But yeah, if we go across here. I can feed it in here. And we can get more iron plate. Oh, we have another loco out of fuel. You again? I guess it's the trouble is I'm trying to have a condition that works for all cases, and it just can't, because two bits of coal is clearly not enough to go from there to there. So it's triggering the condition and going, oh, we've got less than 2 bits of coal, go to the depot. Then it's trying to get to the depot and running out of coal. But if I set it to a higher number, the stack size is lower on the other material. So for rocket fuel, you know, it only holds 60. And for... oh. Really are having a party over here, aren't they? For nuclear fuel, it's even worse, you know. It's like... where's that then? Where is that one? Still don't get why they've not put those lasers in. Surely it's made some lasers. I guess it's just so slow. Because you're not making any more accumulators. Oh. Wait. No, I haven't got... are these batteries going into a chest anyway? They are. Okay. So what we could do then is... I think I need some more storage as well, don't I? What we could do is find it again and put a requester requesting some batteries. There we go. And then I'll speed that up. What about red belt then? Why are we so slow with that? Or is it just that I've used... yeah, I just used everything we had. And, yeah. Is that still not refueled? You've still not done that, bots? Come on. Where are you going? Yeah. What about the rocket fuel? Just leave it to it, I guess. So we've got the stone coming in again. Excellent. That's great. I know what's happening. Yeah, need to fix the copper as well. Okay. However, it is 7 o'clock. Really, really messy stream, this one. I think it's because I wanted to have the you know, the achievement one, the making it all happen. I think we've done the fuel now, haven't we? So these trains are rocking away. However, I think they're about to do a perfect example of the problem, because these are all going to go and get stone. Because this station has been requesting stone, I assume. 002, 002. Both of them have. They've been requesting stone, and any train that's come free has obviously gone, oh, stone. Yes, but we will go and get stone for you. So we have two stations. I'm guessing they each have... Yeah, well, those, because it's only two things, so it's limited to 2 trains worth. But 4 trains have now gone there. I guess these must be able to take 4 trains. Oh, there's another one out of here. No? Oh, I wonder if it arrived. I wonder if it was that one. There you go. I don't mind it necessarily. It does mean having a bigger depot than I kind of need. Because what I did in the previous playthrough, I did the iron ore to iron ore trains, you know, so I ended up with... it was parameterized, so I could select what I wanted. You know, I could select I wanted iron ore, I wanted copper ore, what have you. So it was easier, you know, just one blueprint, you know, from that point of view. But it meant having hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trains. And also having to go through, and there were literally hours where I was going through going, right, we need more iron ore trains, we need more copper ore trains, we need more plastic trains, we need more battery trains. Because it needed to match. I needed to have, if I've got 1 pick up, I've got to have 1 drop off. If I've got 5 pick up, I've got to have 5 drop off. And I say it's fine, and it does appear to be that they are the closest. So by having this, because that's sort of, I guess, the other side issue, in that if this was actually, if the depot was over here, then they would go, right, I'll go, nowhere to go and sit in the depot. And if the, you know, the stone patch was here instead, then when this turned on, I think trains would probably go to there. I mean, they go there anyway, don't they? It gets very confusing for me, this, to say the least. Okay. I've way outpaced my ability to produce red belt, haven't I? Oh, we're not got any green. What are you waiting on then? Gears. Oh, that's the iron plate issue, which I've made worse. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm trying to pre-diagnose things, aren't I, before they're really actually problems. We'll have to see what it is at proper scale. Anyway, yes, that's it for today and for this week. I'll be continuing on with the same pattern of streams for the foreseeable. I do have some leave, several weekends of leave in October, so that will be the next break. But until then, certainly until the start of October, we will be continuing on with Crashtorio 2 on Saturdays, and this series on Space Age, unless I feel suddenly weird about doing one of them on a particular day and swap it around. But basically, Crashtorio 2 spaced out playthrough on the Saturdays, and this playthrough on the Sundays. Yeah. Spaced Out, if you're not aware, so Crestoria 2 has been adapted by Rhaegar. Rhaegar sort of maintains the mod. He didn't come up with it, but it maintains the Crestoria 2 mod and updated it to version 2, but didn't really fancy doing Space Age. As though somebody branched it and has done an adaptation to Space Age. From looking at the tech tree yesterday, it looks more like just sort of rearranging some of it. They've not introduced, I don't think, new stuff, which makes sense because it was just trying to integrate it. But it's put some of the Crestoria 2 stuff, on after other planets like Space Age. So that will be an interesting challenge to work that through. And this one, I say, I think, in a sense, the issue with this is going to be, I think what I need to do is like the other, the series I did before, the parameterization one, is just play it, myself normally, as it were. Because I find that easiest to do the easiest time to do the whole circuit network stuff is if I can just sit and think and not have to talk for like half an hour at a time, sort of thing. I can just think about it. So yes, so I will probably be doing that, but probably once the Anno 117 demo has been and gone this next week. Yeah. The other thing I usually note is that if you're watching on Twitch, you can also watch on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also watch on Twitch. You have the choice of both, your preferred platform, because I use Restream to stream to both. However, YouTube is the one with the VODs. So if you want to catch up on this series or any of the series I've done, loads and loads of Factorio, as well as other building and management games, Satisfactory and Dysosphere Program, Tectonica, then you will find all of the VODs on there, as well as my series of videos where I'm speculating about the lore of Factorio, because there are hints about stuff, but it's a big vacuum of information, the lore, so it's quite fun to speculate about what it is. That's a follow-up to a series I used to do on the Friday Facts. I used to do in-depth analysis of the Friday Facts videos, the Friday Facts blog posts in video, and so you can find a full archive of those as well. What I've started to do is I am going through certainly the speculation videos. I did some pure speculation videos when I was doing the Friday Facts ones. There's 4 of them in total. I'm going through those as a retrospective and sort of looking at what I said and basically whether I got it right, or maybe I got it, close to, or they did something different that was, in a different area of the game that was sort of similar to what I'm talking about. And those are a member exclusive. So I have channel memberships available on YouTube. It's £4.99 per month, which I don't think is too much to ask, but obviously if you can't afford it, that's fine. You also get early access to videos. I'm trying to make it a month of early access, but that's a struggle. But yeah, you get early access to videos, which I always think is a bit of a meh perk, because you get them anyway eventually. But you do get these channel member exclusive retrospectives. I will probably extend it to some of the Friday Facts, the most interesting ones, the one that talks about the planets and those sorts of things. The ones that are just, we made sprites work better or something, or sound or something like that, I probably won't do as retrospectives. So that's like it. They're pretty raw, pretty rough and raw. It's just me recording myself watching it and commenting to camera. But I say, if you ever want to see how I feel about what I said, that's on there. I will then be doing like miniature versions, so highly edited down versions for everybody to use as a bit of a tease, so you can see what they are, and if that channel membership is therefore of any interest to you. I am gating content and trying to get some membership because I only have 2 members, and it's a bit of a struggle to justify doing the amount of time I do on it, for this early access. Given I get 10, well, I don't even get that. I get £5 because YouTube takes a massive cut of it. If you wanted to follow me on socials, then Blue Sky's the one. That's the only one I'm really active on, but there are Twitter and Discord listed there. So yes, so that's my big plugs. So we'll be back next week. Crestoria 2 Spaced Out on Saturday, and Factorio Space Age Parameterization on the Sunday. So all it remains to say is, if you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it, and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio Space Age. Thanks for watching. Cheers.